Would I be the a-hole if I'll put my mother-in-law in nursing home? Her kids don't want to. I 44F live with my husband 47M. We have 2 adult children who don't live with us anymore. Ever since my mother-in-law 83F got weaker and older, she is living with us too. 2 years ago, mother-in-law was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease. She is under medical care, of course, but despite it, the disease is progressing fastly. Nowadays, mother-in-law cannot stay at home alone as she is dangerous for herself and her surroundings. She almost burned the house twice, and there were also some other accidents. Fortunately, as for now, she didn't hurt herself seriously, but at this rate, the question is when it will happen, not if. Taking care of her is mostly my responsibility, as my husband has very irregular schedule, and because of nature of his work, he often has to be on call and or leave home at short notice. As for me, I usually work 8 to 10 hours a day, mostly from home, but sometimes I have to be in the office. After I finish work, I take care of the house and mother-in-law. My husband helps me as much as possible, but quite often he can't be there for me. I'll be honest, I never was a caretaker type. I don't have enough patience. I don't like when other people depend on me. I am nervous when I suddenly have to adjust my plans. I cared about my children, obviously, and I like to believe that I was a decent mother, but honestly, I have much better contact with them, and as bad as it sounds, love them more since they grew up and got more independent. The more my mother-in-law needs my help, the more I grow impatient, exhausted, and burned out. I do my best not to show it, but the situation really wears me off, and I am well aware that with time she'll need even more attention and patience. Admittedly, given that I cannot always work from home, and mother-in-law can't be alone, I have constant problems at work, which upsets me as I cherish my work and career. Given everything, I want to put my mother-in-law into nursing home. Obviously, before I do so, I'll research and choose one with good reputation and qualified staff. My husband has mixed feelings about it, which is understandable as she is his mother, but he says that given that I'm the one mostly taking care of her, the final decision is mine to make. Problem is, my husband's siblings are raising hell, calling me and husband, but mostly me cruel and undependable. They say I should just hire a nurse or something. I don't want to let a stranger into my house, and I don't want to be a caretaker at all, and in this configuration, I'd still have to take care of mother-in-law after work. Me and my husband offered them that we'll pay them for either taking her to live with one of them or for taking care of her at our place. But they weren't interested, citing that it's too much responsibility and they have their own lives. But that's exactly why I considered the nursing home at the first place. Am I the a-hole for wanting to do this? Here are the top comments.
Reframe the question, am I the a-hole for finding a care solution that meets my mother-in-law's needs and my family's needs? Quite often, people are responding to the phrase put in a nursing home because it sounds like you are kenneling a dog. Alzheimer's is a complex disease that needs increasing levels of care as it progresses. Of course, not the a-hole.
Arguably, it would be more kind to introduce her to that environment earlier on in her progression, so that when she is highly confused, she doesn't find the place completely foreign.
Not the a-hole, but you need to push the decision back on hubby and siblings. Tell them there are 3 options. 1. Nursing home. 2. She stays with you, but all of siblings will finance a 24/7 in-house care. 3. Another sibling of hubby takes her in. Set a deadline. If no decision was made, option 1 will automatically be chosen. Let them figure it out. At this point, it is simply not a-hole territorial anymore. It is plainly dangerous and also unreasonable to have her without care. Even official Alzheimer websites will back that.